Now, there's usually a reason when you like the long way home.
Gee, like, maybe I like the country?
Okay.
Turns out you're a twin ass. Jesus. You're on me!
Hey guys, what is up? Niyat here with Film Comics Explained, and today we'll be taking a look at the Creeper, which is featured in the awesome Jeepers Creepers film series. Now, the Creeper was an ancient demonic creature that served as the antagonist of the films, which fed on humans for 23 days, every 23 years. Seemingly invincible, the monster featured incredible strength, stealth, speed, flight, and a form of cyclical immortality. Appearing to look humanoid in shape, and standing at over 6 feet tall, the Creeper's skin was covered in thick green scales, giving him a reptilian appearance. Its head was mostly bald, save for a patch of white hair on the back of its head, and its hood would remain flat against its head until it wanted to expand its webbed insect-like appendages in a threat display. Featuring a rather human-like face with eyes, a nose, and a prominent lower jaw with razor-sharp teeth, the creature also had a third nostril slit that could be used to smell the fear on its victims. It also had an incredible set of bat-like wings that would lie folded against its back, camouflaged by its jacket, until it had need for them, after which they would open up, giving the creature the ability to fly through the air with speed and ease. The Creeper had the ability to regenerate any part of its body that had been damaged by devouring a similar part from a victim. Using this method, it has been able to survive for thousands of years, replenishing its deteriorated body by ingesting human flesh and organs that needed replacing. Using its advanced sense of smell, the creature was able to identify the specific body part that it wanted from those that feared it the most, which would cause the Creeper to lock onto their scent. Those that were unfortunate enough to be consumed by the Creeper would then physically and spiritually be connected to the creature, often appearing as visions attempting to warn those that were about to come into contact with the Creeper. In addition to its regenerative powers, the Creeper was shown to be quite resilient in the first film, getting run over multiple times before getting up and sprouting its bat-like wings. Regardless of how much damage the creature had taken, the only thing that was able to stop it was its own hibernation cycle, which shut it down for 23 years before it was released once again during the spring to feed over a 23-day feasting period. The monster was also quite twisted and appeared to enjoy toying with its victims before killing them in an effort to increase their fear levels. This fear would then be used to select a target for consumption. Although the creature was beast-like and seemingly incapable of speech, the Creeper did display a measure of human emotion in the form of frustration, amusement, and anger, and also a level of intelligence that allowed it to strategize a coherent plan of attack. It was shown to understand emotions such as anger, pain, and fear, and even compassion, as seen at the end of the first film, when Trish begs the creature to take her instead of her brother. During this scene, the Creeper listens to her request and gives it some thought before deciding to take him away. With all that in mind, the Creeper was still merciless and unsympathetic to its victims, going as far as to turn their bodies into grotesque art pieces for its own personal gratification. Despite being hundreds if not thousands of years old, the creature was seen possessing an advanced understanding of modern technology, as seen with its truck, which had been modified by him to reach high speeds very quickly. His knowledge also extended to taxidermy, as he was able to keep his human trophies in perfectly preserved conditions for centuries. The Creeper was also incredibly calculating and astute when pursuing his victims. It would not pursue them with full force unless they proved to be a challenge. Instead, it seemed to prefer studying its victims from a distance by either wearing a disguise to follow them or simply disabling their vehicles. By doing this, he was able to decide which ones would be the best candidates for him to pursue, allowing him to strategically figure out how to catch them with the least amount of difficulty. For example, in the second film, he disabled the bus carrying students and took out the adults first that would have been able to calm them down. Despite being evil, heartless, and somewhat antisocial, the Creeper did not kill indiscriminately, instead preferring to only go after those that he chose. It's because of this that I don't really think he kills people out of pleasure, and instead believe his attacks were out of necessity to preserve his survival, although he did display some measure of amusement when pursuing those he had chosen to hunt and consume. His truck was a very large old-fashioned vehicle with a makeshift cowcatcher on the front, which would be used to transport bodies to its home known as the House of Pain. The license plate, though often confused to mean beating you, actually spells out be eating you, showing that the creeper had a twisted sense of humour. As mentioned earlier, the creeper developed an understanding of modern technology and was able to supercharge the truck, which enabled the vehicle to travel up to speeds of 100 miles per hour. The truck was also heavily booby-trapped to both trap prey and to prevent nosy people from entering the vehicle. During his hunt, the creeper would employ a variety of weapons that were unbreakable, ranging from his weapon of choice, the battle axe, to daggers and shurikens that he had crafted out of bone. His weapons also had a unique ability to move on their own accord, either towards a target or back towards its master. I think this and their indestructible properties can be attributed to a demonic spell or enchantment that the creeper had imbued on the weapons, drawing experience from his mysterious past. The same type of enchantment had also been placed on his truck, which allowed him to control it from the roof, while also preventing any damage from coming to it. In the second film, Jack Taggart, a farmer who had witnessed his son being taken by the creeper, was able to use the creature's own weapons against him and actually got very close to killing it, impaling it only for it to go into hibernation once again. It's because of this that I suspect using the creature's own enchanted weapons was the only way to ultimately kill the mysterious creeper for good. Well, that's all for today, folks. Thanks to all of you guys who requested we take a look at the creeper, featured in the incredible Jeepers Creepers film series. If there's any other content you would like me to check out, please don't hesitate to ask. As always, it's been a pleasure. Niyat here with Film Comics Explained. Thanks for stopping by.
I'm being chased by a guy who likes to pull tongues out of severed heads with his teeth. Is there a special extension for that? Come on.
I said, who are you?
Patricia Jenner. This is my brother Derry.
You kids got anyone else with you?